Hello and Namaste. Welcome to Hindu Vishwas channel. Today we are going to introduce two very special personalities to you. The famous orthopedic surgeon Dr. Kaushal Mishra along with his friend and famous orthopedic surgeon Dr. Balhara. Dr. Kaushal Mishra conducted the hip wall replacement surgery on an octogenarian patient in 15 minutes 35 seconds, the shortest known duration for such a surgery globally. But today we are introducing them not only as doctors but also as missionaries traveling all over India for the revival of Hindu temples that are being destroyed every day. Yes, let's hear some shocking truths from them.
Namaste. I'm delighted to invite you on behalf of Hindu Vishwas channel, and it's nice to have you both at our studios today. And I'd like you to introduce yourself.
I'm Dr. Kaushal Mishra. I'm an orthopedic surgeon practicing in Delhi, and I'm director to the orthopedic department. We are here for conference, but we are also working for the Save Temples, Save Hinduism, Save Sanatan Dharma movement, and through that we are visiting to many temples in Kochi right now, and we visited you, and now I am with you.
Nice of you. How about you, sir?
Okay, I'm Dr.D.k. Balhara. I'm also an orthopedic surgeon in Delhi.
Okay. So it's a very important matter which we are going to discuss here or interact about. It's about the temples of Kerala, and it's high time we really make attempts to protect the interest of Hindus. As you know from various media, like what's happening in not only in Kerala, in other states also. So it's high time these Hindu temples are moved away from the clutches of government. So most of the temples here in Kerala and South India in total, I don't know much about North, they have their own mechanism of controlling temples alone, not about any other religion, temples alone. So the devotees do not have a say in any of the matters of temples. It's purely controlled by the ruling party, which comes into the power every 5 years. So they have their own whims and fancies, their own interests, their own agenda of putting across their interest into this temple affairs. So how are you going to help us to protect these temples?
Listen, this temple issue is I associated around 2 years back. I am filing many petitions on many other issues. There are around more than 56 or more petitions in my name at the various social issues for the country. And 2 years back, one of my friend Venkat, who is professor in IIM, he introduced me to the matter of Tamil Nadu, that 2000 kg of gold from Tamil Nadu temple is going to be taken away by the government, melted by government for their own utilization. When it comes to my ear, I thought it is wrong. As any Hindu, any Indian will think, any citizen of the country will think, I thought it is wrong steps. So I helped them and I moved a petition to the Chennai High Court.
Yes,
and finally we got stay on the government order, and these 2000 kg of melted gold which the government was planning to melt was stopped by my small intervention, because I am connected with so many legal fraternities, so they help us and we did it. The next thing come to from Tamil Nadu only, because the Tamil Nadu and South India is the worst affected place for the Hinduism, because North
Due to government intervention.
Because North India has already been destroyed by the Mughals many years back. It's only the South India which remains as a Hindu center, Hindu epic center, Hindu culture center, which we are visualizing even in the Bollywood and Tollywood movies. Now we see all the Hindu culture and everything is represented in Tollywood movies, means this South Indian movies than Bollywood. So it's the South India protecting the culture, protecting the Hinduism, protecting the Sanatan Dharma, protecting the overall is the temple is more important issue if we want to maintain the core of our country. So another issue come to me was that in Tamil Nadu, what the government did after passing a cabinet note that any pujari they can appoint from any jat, any dharm, nar, male, female, transgender, anybody, after giving the training of 1 year, they can be pujari of any temple. It is surprising for me, and there are multiple petitions filed in the Chennai High Court, but I don't know why it has not been heard. When it come to this matter come to me,
Notice.
then we discussed this issue to our group, and we filed a petition around 6-7 months back, in which the Sri Ram Bhadracharya ji was the main petitioner, Bhure Lal ji was the petitioner, and Makhan Lal ji was the petitioner, Vinay Rao was the petitioner, myself was also petitioner, Dr. was also petitioner. So there are 8 petitioners, all from North India except one Venkat, who is from the South India, because he is the connecting link. So we filed a petition, and surprisingly, I don't know how it happens, within 3 months we got the order, and all these appointment was stayed. And now the High Court, it's not stayed, it's final verdict.
Okay.
The verdict has came.
Okay,
The
okay.
final verdict is that all the appointment in Tamil Nadu temples will be done by the temple committee, and it will be from the Archiga and Agama Paddhati, which was described in our Vedas, which was happening previously. So these two matters connected me to this issue. Then I started looking all these issues, temple issue, and then I surprised that it is a very huge issue for the whole country. Our country is fighting a very strong battle, because Hinduism is gradually vanishing off. North India, there is almost very less Hindu culture is there, very less if we compare to the South India, because of the Mughals invaded till Madhya Pradesh or above that, not below that. But South India is the main cultural hub of the Hinduism, Indic, Vedic culture. So few data I want to tell you that.
Excuse me to interrupt. See, the Veda Pandits, they groom these children from a very young age.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
So how many years of training goes into this, imparting Vedas into these children? And just opposite of that,
Yes.
you give a course for just 6 months, like fast food.
Yes.
Okay, and prepare them.
Yes. No, it's
how they are
almost like that.
how they are going to do justice to the devotees?
And
Nothing.
Very right.
They are not going to do that.
And apart from that, they can belong to any faith or religion. If I am groomed to a Christian family, or I am born to the Muslim family, my culture will be equivalent or similar to like Muslim culture or Christian culture. And after the age of 20-25 years, I become the priest of the mandir. How I will give the justice to any of the religion?
Yeah.
So it is basically the vote bank politics and total politics. So what our constitution says, that the government should not interfere in any religious culture, institution of any religion of the country.
Any religion for
Yeah.
that.
Whether it is Hindu, whether it is Sikh, whether it is Christian, whether it is Muslim, anybody. But unfortunately, since even before the independence, when the British government took over all the temples and mosques and churches in their control, they revolted against it. Sikh Gurdwaras are also controlled by the British government in 1922.
True.
Then they revolted, then Gurdwara was free, mosques were free. But unfortunately for the temple, there is no common group who voice their voice. That is how the temple remained under the control of government, even before the independence. But after the independence...
So their
Yes.
policy of divide and rule worked out very well with Hindus.
Yes.
And when it will be getting the freedom, as he said, 1922,
Yeah.
everybody got the freedom except the temples. So it's a time that temples also should be free.
And in my opinion, the temple was not got freedom because there is no united force for the temple.
Exactly.
All the temple are divided. We have seen recently that Sabrimala issue was in the Supreme Court. In that case, Sabrimala was alone. Everybody was against Sabrimala. When the Padmanabhan issue was in the Supreme Court, the Padmanabhan was again alone, and everybody was against the Padmanabhan. What is my opinion, that at least all the temples should come together, they form a body, they unite with each other, and in case any future court case or any problem, if there is problem with the Sabrimala, Kashi Vishwanath must speak, Vaishno Devi must speak, Somnath must speak, Siddhivinayak must speak, means कि all the temple, all the big temple, leaders temple, who are in our country, they should form a common platform. They should unite with each other. To unite them, it's not
To raise their voice.
At least small temples, those temples who are dying, they should start uniting with each other. If they will unite, the bigger people will unite, and they form a self-independent body. They themselves should control their temple. I am not here to guide that how the Kerala temple will run. It's best the Kerala people will decide, and it's best the temple will decide. The temple deity will
So I need a clarification from what you are told. As I told you, here the major temples are controlled by the Devasam boards. As you know, there are about more than
There are four boards in Kerala. Yes.
Okay, so all these temples come under the control of these Devasam boards. So when you talk about coming together, nothing is going to happen from these temples.
I know.
Excepting for temples which are run by private trusts or something.
But
So how? Your suggestions?
Yes. In my opinion, if these big temples, whose revenue is too much, who is the main epic center of the Hindu culture, is controlled by the government right now.
Yes.
Whatever the demography of population, you know better about the Kerala, and I know better all over the country, we know. With the changing demography, even the smaller temples, which are currently not under the government control, they in future will get control of the government. To avoid that,
Depending upon the revenue.
yes, depending on the revenue.
That is what.
Depending on the revenue and depending on their own power,
Yes,
how powerful they are, or how much popular they are, sooner or later they get control of the government. To stop that, those temples who are not under the government control, first they should unite. They form a body.
That's true.
Okay? It's not only in the Kerala. I am going to Tamil Nadu, I am going to Madhya Pradesh, I visited Rima, I am in contact with around more than 1500 temples in the North India, and I am connecting second grade temples initially, those who are not under the government control. If these temples will form a body, it will become strong. Then we together move to the court, challenging that it is unconstitutional for any state to have interfere in the Hindu religious temple, religious center, that is temple. Unfortunately, the same Hindu dharma, same Sanatan dharma, Kerala there is separate Kanun, Tamil Nadu there is separate law, Maharashtra there is separate law, UP there is separate law, Delhi there is separate law. How unfortunate it is, because the same dharma, same temple, different law. It is unconstitutional. Even if you are controlling.
In that case, my question is, can the union government, can the central government bring in an ordinance by which these temples will be out of clutches of these state governments? Is it possible? Or in the future?
In future, because it is falling in the state list as well as central list. Okay, so the state government has got certain rules, and central government has other rules.
Okay.
Yes, if the whole country is united and all the government is on the same table, then obviously anything can be passed by parliament. But you have to understand, the parliament is run by political party, and it is democracy, and democracy run by vote. And if we are divided, then nobody is there to
support us. True.
So, in my opinion, first unite ourselves, which we lacked in 1922. When Hindus have opposed in 1922, when Britishers are there, probably today all the temples will be free. But unfortunately, that has not happened. But what I feel, that at least now all the temples should unite. They form a common body, make themselves strong. Meanwhile, all other cases who are going to other different high courts, they should go. There are certain cases in Supreme Court also, they will go. the court will take their own time. If we are waiting for the court judgment and government judgment to come take some action, it's 75 years past, next 100 years, our temple will lost in one.
You and me will not see that.
Yes. So what I feel that at least we should start uniting. State-wise, there should be a committee. They should form a group. Me and our team will come to every place.
Sure.
I will we form. I am not nothing. It means everybody can do this thing. This is just an idea. If you people feel that this idea is good, why not to implement it?
Definitely.
Okay. And if any better idea,
That should also
okay, we will follow the same idea. In my opinion, one eye-opening data, that do you know that whole country's GDP, 2.3% of the country GDP is coming from temple economy. Yes, 2.3% of the GDP. It means it is more than education budget of the country, it is more than health budget of the country, and it is almost equivalent to the defense budget of the country. This much revenue every year coming to the government from the temple, then how government is going to release the temple? No. It is, do you know how much it is? It is almost 4.5 lakh crore per year from the temple to government. What is my idea? Whatever is this 4.5 crore rupees going to the government and not utilizing for the temple, at least we should start representing to our government, respective states, till the final goal we will achieve, that whatever the revenue coming from the temple, it should get utilized for the temple only, not for other thing. This demand should come from the state temples, because I am telling you another data. In Tamil Nadu, 1962, I think, some year maybe vary.
Sure.
In 1962, Tamil Nadu government took around 48,000 temples in their control. All are functioning, well-to-do. In 2015, their affidavit in High Court Chennai says 38,000, almost 38,000 temples are closed. There is nobody to even put the diya and puja and mala because no revenue. How it is possible? Government took a working, functioning temple, and now they are saying that 38,000 gone. So where this revenue is going? At least this revenue which is collected from the temple, it should get utilized for the temple.
It has not gone to these respective temples at all.
Yes.
This is a clear indication of what has been happening and what is happening.
Yes. And one more thing. Do you know how many temples there in country? It's almost 5 lakh temple.
All over India.
All over India. And our population, we know, our population in the country is 85% almost. Almost 85%. Yeah. It may be 2-3% up and down.
Yeah.
Down more, up not possible. Okay. It may be between 20% to 15%.
Yeah.
Okay. But do you know how many masjids are there? You will surprise. It is 7.5 lakhs.
For 15%
For 15% population, 7.5 lakhs religious center. I am not against them, first of all.
No, definitely not.
I am
definitely
not against
not. Yeah.
It's their power that they created their own religious center. Even they are 15%, but 7.5 lakhs. And we are so idiots, okay, so foolish people, that we are just have 85% population, just 5 lakh temple. And NSSO, this data can be clarified. This is not my data, it is from NSSO data. And their prediction is that in next 100 years, only 80,000 temple will remain in the country. Rest 20,000 temple will vanish in this vein. So are we waiting for that date? No, I am not.
Gee, what I feel is the simple data that our percentage is around 85 has made us be in the comfort zone.
Yes.
Okay, we were not bothered about the word, 5-letter word.
Exactly.
Unity. Okay.
Very right.
We have not thought about it. We raise our voice if there is some local issue there, about 10 or 15 people join there. That has been happening. Otherwise, the global, I am talking about the global unity of Hindus must be the key word for future, for the well-being, for the protection of not only temples, Hindus also. Am I right, sir?
Yes,
Very
yes.
right.
That's
And
true.
fortunately, we are lucky that we have got such a government and such a prime
Exactly,
minister.
exactly.
That at least we can see the Ram Mandir is building, Kashi Vishwanath is
Yes,
building.
yes.
Many religious issues are coming, but unfortunately, the truth is that Modi is not immortal.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
There-
Tomorrow, X, Y,
there-
Z, somebody else will be there. You don't know what will be his mode of operations sitting there.
So
Exactly.
that is why my request is that instead of uniting every people, first at least temples should get united.
Yeah.
Initially of one, because I have heard that in South India there are temple of different communities. So at least each community temple should unite with each other. Each community temple unite, then independent communities should unite with each other. If there is problem in one community temple, other community temple should also speak,
Exactly.
stand together, and if there is any case, I am available for the Supreme Court. I am available for any High Court to help whatever legal connect I have.
Connections.
Okay, but finally, temple should unite.
Unite.
हमारे we in Sanskrit we say धर्मो रक्षति रक्षता.
Yes,
आप धर्म
yes,
की रक्षा
yes,
करेंगे
yes.
तो धर्म आपकी रक्षा करेगा.
Yeah.
बट मैं इसको कहना चाहता हूँ मंदिर रक्षत रक्षता, कि अगर आप मंदिर की रक्षा करेंगे तो मंदिर आपकी रक्षा करेगा.
Exactly.
मैं सिर्फ ये कहना चाहता हूँ.
Very right.
Excellent. So thank you so much for giving your valuable time.
Thank you. Thank you.
Namaste.
Namaste.